Yo, what's up YouTube? Today I'll be bringing you another NBA discussion, and this time it'll be on general off-season information and what is going on right now pertaining to the off-season. Oh, and sorry if I'll be jumping around a lot in this video. I'm just doing a general overview, so there's a lot of information to talk about. Okay, so to start off with, Anthony Morrow on the New Orleans Pelicans, he has opted out of his contract, his player option. So he'll be a free agent. He's actually improved a lot this season. He's become a very good scorer, and he'd help a team that he'd join. He probably wouldn't cost too much either. And so the Celtics, Celtics information, you gotta love it, man. They are considering either trading up to get Joel Embiid because recently he had surgery on his foot because I think I don't know exactly what he did to it, but he's going to be out for 4 to 6 months. So he used to be the number 1 pick overall, projected, but now he's projected to go somewhere maybe in the top 7, maybe top 5 because of his injury. Some teams don't want to deal with it, but the Celtics reportedly don't really mind dealing with it, so they might try to trade up to get him, and yeah. If there's any Lakers fans out there, they have the 7th pick of the draft this year, and they traded away their last year's first-round draft pick and next year's first-round draft pick. So NBA rules say that they can't trade away this first-round draft pick to get a player or a different draft pick. They'd have to trade for draft picks in this draft. So they're probably going to hold on to that pick, or they might trade with another team to get maybe some higher picks, 2 picks of higher picks or something like that. The Bulls, speaking about draft picks, the Bulls have the 16th and 19th pick, and they want to bring in some scoring to their team. They only averaged about 90 points a game last season, and that was pretty low. So they want to trade away those 2 picks to get a veteran scorer who can definitely help the team right off the bat in scoring and just overall offense. So Chicago is also considering trading one of those draft picks and maybe like Carlos Boozer, somebody who has a lot of money on him, to free up some cap space to sign Melo. But they're thinking about trading away either a couple draft picks to the Magic to get Aaron Aflalo. And he is a good 3-point shooter. He's good offensively, and he's pretty good defensively. Like, he's not good defensively, but he's not bad defensively. He's just average defensively. But he'd be definitely good for Chicago as they want to win a title right now, if they want to bring in Melo too. And speaking of draft picks, the Jazz have offered a trade to the Cleveland Cavaliers, the number 1 overall pick, because the Jazz are really looking to try to get either Andrew Wiggins or Jabari Parker to help their young team, and help the rebuilding process. So they are considering trading their 5th pick and Derek Favors for the 1st pick of the Cleveland Cavaliers. So I think this is a great trade for them. I think Derek Favors would help the Cleveland Cavaliers with him and Kyrie Irving, and they'd also get a 5th pick, and this draft has so much talent in it that a 5th pick is really good, along with Derek Favors, who's a pretty young guy who has a lot of talent. But it'd also be good for the Jazz to get a superstar, or a future superstar like Andrew Wiggins or Jabari Parker. And the Lakers and the 76ers are also considering a trade. The Lakers are considering trading Steve Nash, who is about $10 million on his contract for next year. So they'd like to free up some cap space to maybe land somebody in free agency. And they'd also give up their number 7 pick in this draft for Thaddeus Young and Michael Carter-Williams of the 76ers. And if I'm the 76ers, I am not a big fan of this draft. Or not this draft. This trade, because Thaddeus Young is pretty good, but MCW, Michael Carter-Williams, he was a Rookie of the Year last year, and he has crazy potential. So I don't think trading away him for a first-round draft pick and somebody like Steve Nash is probably going to retire next year is a great trade on their part. I really don't think it'll be good. So Rudy Gay has decided to exercise his player option and to stay with the Kings. So that gives them a clear stepping point on their future and on deciding what to do. And the Kings have also been talked about in trading their 8th draft pick to the Bulls for maybe pick 16 and 19 to get the 8th draft pick for the Bulls. That trade might be beneficial for both teams. I really don't know. But speaking about the Bulls, Rose was saying that he would prefer to have Kevin Love on the team rather than Carmelo Anthony because it would benefit him and probably the team overall more. And I have to agree with him. I think Kevin Love would definitely be a better fit on Chicago than Carmelo Anthony would, because Carmelo would be ball hogging and Derrick Rose would not do well with that because they would clash offensively, I think. But, I mean, Carmelo would still be pretty deadly with Chicago. So keep an eye out for that. So Paul Gasol, he is going to be a free agent this year. And I think that he is probably going to go to Dallas based on the reports I have read. He is a great scorer inside. He is coming up on his 34th birthday this summer. So he is nearing the end of his, well, I think he's probably already past his prime, but he still has some fuel in the tank, and he'll definitely help any team that he goes to help contribute. He's one of those sleepers in the free agency that most people aren't looking for, but that may have a great impact on their team if they decide to take him in. So with the New York Knicks probably not going to get Carmelo Anthony back, they are also thinking about trading Iman Shumpert, the guy with the flat top. You know, he's pretty sick. I actually like. I'm a big fan of him. But he's probably going to be traded to help the rebuilding process move along quicker. They are considering a trade with Oklahoma City Thunder. They are considering trading Iman Shumpert away for the 21st and 29th picks in this year's first round of the draft. But that would definitely help New York to speed up the rebuilding process. I definitely think that's a great trade for them. But the Golden State Warriors and the Timberwolves, their trade with Klay Thompson and Kevin Love is pretty much dead because the Golden State Warriors do not really want to give up Klay Thompson, so that trade is kind of dead. I mean, there's still like maybe a 30% chance it might happen, but I think Kevin Love may be going elsewhere just based on that. So the final topic for this video will be LeBron and what is happening to him this offseason. So a couple days ago, LeBron's wife posted a picture of Ohio and the town where he used to live in, and talking about how she used to love to live there. And it tipped off everybody, like on Twitter, on the internet. They all thought that he might be going back to Cleveland just because of the photo, you know. So yeah, that's it for that. But LeBron, he has opted out of his contract as of today. So he is now an unrestricted free agent in the free agent market. So some people think that's a good thing for the Heat. Some people think, oh no, he might be going away from the Heat. But, you know, he could just be taking a pay cut to try to free up some cap space to get his friend Carmelo Anthony on the Heat with him. But you never know. He could be going to the Cleveland. He could be going to the Clippers. He could be going to the Lakers. I mean, the Rockets. There's a lot of teams that are looking out to try to get him. But I saw another report saying something about him wanting to play with the Clippers. And I think that'd be pretty deadly to have Blake Griffin, Chris Paul, and LeBron all on the same team. And to the Clippers to do that, they'd have to sign and trade. Well, I'm not sure if it's sign and trade, but they'd have to trade away DeAndre Jordan, who's a very talented young big man. And they'd have to trade away Matt Barnes and JJ Redick to free up enough cap space to be able to do that. So that's all I have for this NBA discussion. I'll keep you guys updated on upcoming information or any information that comes out regarding the free agency and the NBA draft. And the NBA draft is just 2 days away, so I'll definitely be keeping you guys updated on that. But if you enjoyed this video, please slap that like button, and hit the subscribe button. I really appreciate all the support I get on these videos. Please tell your friends about it if you think they'd like it. I love the support from you guys, and I really appreciate it. So I'll be signing out now. I'll see you guys soon in another video, hopefully. Peace out, YouTube.